Hello, welcome back to Ancient Greece with me by Jingo. This is Ancient Greece in a different capacity to what I'm normally in, but we found that out in the last video. So to jump straight in, I'm wondering why I'm in Crete. I shouldn't be in Crete, I should be in Attica. I think, if I remember correctly, and I should do because it was only yesterday when I recorded the previous video, I was looking for bronze and looking for anywhere where the copper mine is next to the tin mine, and Crete was about the only place. This magical location was the only place where I could find the two together. Magical though it is, I'm still not tempted. What I'm thinking is, because I've got ships on the way, and I think... What kind of ships have I got? I haven't got good ships yet. No. Yes. I remember now, it was one of the last things we did. We updated all of the merchant, all of the tool routes. Which will lead to like point 2. Let's finish point 1 first. What I might do is I'll just go to the Peloponnese. I'm interested in this island here that just has loads of tin. I might send a merchant galley full of 8 tin and go to somewhere in... Somewhere like that, where there is 2 copper. And hopefully sea access. Perhaps this is something I should have ruminated about before starting the recording. But hey, without me ruminating on air, where's the fun? The Cyclades are no good to anybody, let's just forget about them. And there's surprisingly little copper in Attica. So my best bet, and it is a bet because I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be able to build a market that encompasses both of these and be able to get a seaport out of it. We'll also get some clay there for good measure. We'll try that. Mycenaean. Or Mycenae? Mycene, I don't know. Yes, we can build a seaport there. This changes everything. So what I'm going to do is build a smelter. Yes. I'm going to build a smelter. Here does nothing but bronze, so at the moment it's not doing anything. Oh, what's going to be expensive? Bronze working, bronze smelting. How many bronze ingots? That's a lot of uses the word bronze in one sentence as well. How many bronze ingots does it take to make a hand mirror? I've got a horrible feeling it's 2. And also, what's the demand for it really? I'm answering neither of these questions. It must just be a hypothetical of posing. In Athens, well, they want 1 at least. They want almost 2 in Attica. In Eastern Aulis, they want 2. Why 2 there? I don't know why I'm looking at the barracks. That's probably not a place to look if you're looking for buyers of bronze hand mirrors. Just a hunch. You know, I'm not suggesting anything at all. But big burly blokes with spears are probably not going to be too concerned. So having said that, from what I understand from the Battle of Thermopylae, the Spartans there were very interested in making sure they left an attractive corpse. They got themselves all oiled up, lathered up, and in their finery. Got a good pump on. And what was I talking about now? Oh yeah, bronze hand mirrors. I got myself thought, is it warm in here or is it me? So there's definitely demand. And that's helped by the temples. All those priests wanted to look in the mirror, I guess. So with that rather fun segue, I'm going to purchase bronze smelting, purchase bronze working, cry a little bit at the cost, also cry at the fact that the bronze smith is over there. Any other bronze smiths? Or am I going to have to lug bronze ingots around with me? He's the only bronze smith in the Peloponnese. And it does take two. It takes two to make a bronze hand mirror. It takes two to make a bronze sword. That's also plan B. But what I want to do is send the ingots for the bronze swords to a different smelter. You can send them to the same bronze smith, but he gets confused as to which one to make. I tried it in the practice run, and yes, I did have a practice run. This is how bad I am, even with a practice run beforehand. And it worked out horribly because I had Priam trying to take bronze swords and sell them, and had Helen of Troy going in trying to do the bronze, and they were just conflicting with each other, and I had a terrible time. So I'm wondering is there's the only bronze smith in Attica, but that's fine. I can deal with that. So the plan, and I don't know if this is the most efficient way of going about it, but it's definitely the way I'm going to go about it, is... How many barracks do we have, incidentally? There's one palace that'll take bronze swords. No barracks? What's that then? Unless I'm misreading that. Dwelling, palace, shipyard, temple. Barracks. Ooh, there's 3. Well, that settles it. I don't know what it is in both counts. I don't know what it is that's settling it, and I don't know what it is that's being settled. But something is happening. What's happening is... I'm going to do both. I am both going to build a market up here. May as well incorporate the bronze hand mirrors and, in fact, the bronze swords. God, it's a shame those vineyards are in the way. Actually tessellates quite nicely. Northeastern Mycenaean. We'll have a seaport here. A market here, or a trading post here. At Eastern Halitosis, or whatever it is. Haliaeus. I am not good at Greek. I do apologise to, I guess to all linguists at this point, who are sitting there with their head in their hands. So how am I going to go about this? I want to buy this, and we will start with... Hmm. They may as well use the same smelter, actually. Well, we'll have the world's shortest road with a depot either side of it. I can't believe caravanserais aren't based on distance at all. Like, that's necessary. And if it was to go from there to here, like the same number of caravanserais would be necessary. Whoa, I don't know what that noise was. There's my speakers. I've got some really old speakers. I bought them from Tesco's once, about going on to about 15 years ago for a tenner. And they've stood solidly by me, aside from the fact it makes weird noises when a mobile phone's placed next to them. They have that that phantom noise that makes it sound like you're going to get a text, but I never do. What am I trying to do? So if I say... This place is going to want a bronze sword and it's going to want bronze hand mirrors. But let's start with the mirrors. And if we go to Eastern Halliers, on the merchant galley, take a whole bunch of tin, go to Mycenaean, that's going to turn it into a whole bunch of bronze ingots, but you're going to have to do that in 2 journeys. On a dray, so you'll have 4 there, go to northeastern Mycenaean, come back to Mycenaean with another 4, go back to northeastern Mycenaean, come back with 4 bronze mirrors, go back to Mycenaean, on a merchant on a regular galley, because I'm not spending an extra 250 ducats, or whatever the currency is. It's gold coins, isn't it? You then head off to... oh, I don't know. The nearest port. Where is the sailing point? Oh, it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. They're going to have to do a... I'm going to have to do a mirrors 2 route. I also... I'm going to need to save this route before I do anything else. Build a road. I know. I specifically remember in the last video, I'm not building a road to Piraeus. There's no point to it. Well, there's a point to it now. I should have done something about that. So you head over to Piraeus. Leave with 4 bronze mirrors. You take swords? No, you don't take swords to the shipyard. I thought you might want to arm the sailors, you know. But I guess that's not where the sailors are recruited, that's just where the ships are made. So then, I don't know. For the sailors to be press ganged somewhere else. Turn into a dray, and then go to Attica. Leave with 3. Go to Athens. Oh, I could have gone straight to Athens. What a mistake to make. Oh well, you go there last. Go to Tanagra. I'm a bit worried about Tanagra. They look like they'll let the side down. With 3. Go to Glar. With 1. And then go to... whatever that place is, Northern Orkmenos. Then go to back to Piraeus, and leave on the galley. And Mirrors 2 will then incorporate Athens and Eastern Aulis. And I hope they like mirrors because they're going to get an awful lot of them. I've got a feeling... Well, there's no actual temples there, is there? So what I could do... is have Mirrors 2 go to Athens, Eastern Aulis, and somewhere where there's a temple. Wherever that is. Change of plan. Mirrors can go, deliver 2 to Glar, 2 to Northern Orkmenos, and then go back home. Mirrors 2, I think I said, goes to Attica, Athens, Eastern Aulis, and Tanagra. So what we'll have is common mirrors and elite mirrors. Seems reasonable. Put a Y in there for some reason. It was like a typo, but I spoke it. So, elite mirrors. Gonna do that. When you get to Piraeus, go directly to Glar. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. I'm sure I made that joke in First Civilizations, and it wasn't funny then either. So when you get to Piraeus, go to Glar, where you will supply both the temple and the population. That'll take 2. Then go to Northern Orkmenos and leave with nothing. Zilch, unless there's some copper nearby. Nope. Well, I guess there's some there. If I wanted to overly complicate this, I could always take some copper from the copper mine there, bring it back so that the copper mine's down at the other side. I might do that later. Because I've got a feeling that I'm probably going to overwhelm the copper supplies with the amount of bronze I'm going to be using that copper mine in the Peloponnese for. So I might as well complicate it now. I've got the money for it. What I haven't got the money for is the merchant. So that's going to be fun. Northeastern Thebes, another 200 on the caravanserai. What was I working on? Elite mirrors. Go to Glar, go to Northern Orkmenos, go to Northeastern Thebes. Leave with 4 copper ore. Remove that stock. Go to Piraeus with 4 copper ore. Leave on a boat, but make sure you go to... Now, is this going to make it a bit too inefficient? Because now it's got to go to... there, then back again. Possibly. Yeah, scratch that. Don't go to Northeastern Thebes. Don't collect, leave with copper. Just go to Glar. Go to Northern Orkmenos. Go back to Piraeus. And then go to Eastern Heliasis. Then we'll have common mirrors. Do something similar, but when you get to Piraeus, and when you leave Mycenaean, go to Athens. Athens probably has demand for 2, right? No, wrong. Athens... Don't leave Athens on the dray. Leave Athens on a galleon. What's wrong with that? Why can't you go to Eastern Aulis from there? That was confusing. Eastern Aulis, where you will... Why is the demand there? I think I questioned that earlier, but never actually answered my question. Is it just that Eastern Aulis is bigger? It's a 14, and Athens is also a 14. So why do they demand 1 more bronze mirror? I can't see any other demand buildings there. It's a mystery. Still, leave there with 2. Then go to Tanagra, sell 1. And for want of a better use of my time, in fact... sell 2 at Eastern Aulis. It'll probably flood the market there, but oh well. Then it's Aulis with 1, leave Tanagra with 0. Then go to Aulis, leave on a galley. And that is both of the... that's everybody supplied with mirrors who wants mirrors that isn't a temple. I just hope I can afford the merchants now. No, I can't, so we're going to have to wait. A sensible man who was time conscious would have left the game running just a little bit while I was doing all that planning. But I'm neither sensible nor time conscious, apparently. It's 22 minutes in and I've only just unpaused the game. Very patient, but I think it was good stuff. Oh, seamanship, please. Still Oh, now I've got the money for something. Now I haven't got the money for something. Now it really hasn't got the money for something. What happened there? Who spent £500? Coins. It might have been Clytemnestra. Jason, you can go on the common mirrors route, since there's more sea travel, marginally, and the next person we get, who will be Achilles. Okay, Achilles. How come Achilles appears later than Patroclus? Surely Achilles is a main character. Patroclus is just a sidekick, for want of a better phrase. So Achilles will do... Oh, he costs 1,200. It's expensive. Does anybody else just see 700 coins just disappear? Hector is making a lot of money from just food. I'll never look down on my nose at food again. Well, unless it's food I don't like, I guess. Like olives. I say olives aren't too bad if you get the right kind. Achilles can do elite mirrors. So named, I think, elite and common mirrors for elite and common housing in Zeus and Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Sorry, Zeus, Master of Olympus and Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. I don't think Pharaoh has a subtitle. I know Cleopatra has something Queen of the Nile, I guess. I know I was going to start talking swords because I noticed Heracles was there and he gets a bonus for swords, and a lot of places like swords. Ooh, Priam's is doing well selling his pots. Create a market for those pots that you're selling. Now there's 3 barracks here. And I can account for all of them. And all within existing markets. But what I don't want to do, particularly, is over-exhaust the copper mines that are being used. So... there's 2 there, and there's... 2 there. That is so inconvenient. I don't mind taking tin from there, because this place is going to supply all sorts of tin. Having said that, they are taking up 16 units. Actually, no, they're not. Yes, they are. I don't know who I'm arguing with. So perhaps I have to rethink where the tin's coming from as well. That's not tin, that's sheep. Might be worth going to Crete. I don't know. When I could go to northern Thebes, go down to wherever this place is, leave this place with 8 lots of copper, go to the Peloponnese, drop off that copper here. But then what do I do with the copper when we get there? Agamemnon is doing a great thing with a bit of price gouging. Like the money's just being made while I'm just thinking, how much time have I got on this? I've got another 100 years almost, 98 years. And it's going to take me that time to find a good spot. Well, that's probably a good spot. It's got a smelter there. I mean, I don't need a great deal. I need enough copper to create 4 swords, I think. Well, there's 3 there, and I may as well go for that barracks that I spotted. Well, there's 2 barracks there. You need to get a wiggle on. Jason is a busy man. Oh yeah, and you're always on as well. None of this trying to make a profit nonsense. Trying to find a solution that's not suboptimal. Oh, that smelter's very busy at the moment. The irritating thing that's going to happen is Jason and Achilles are going to swap roles, so they'll be able to supply. Like one person will get the gold ingot, and the other person will get the ingot, and the other person will get. I'd rather just one or the other get all the ingots and get on with the route. But oh well, such is life. How many smelters are there? That's good stuff, but I will worry about you in a second. And perhaps I could go to Ionia. I mean, there's a lot of tin here. A lot of wood. That's a good place to set up a furniture camp if I ever run short. But once again, it looks like I'm being disappointed. Or I am disappointed. I thought that sheep there was a tin, and I thought, bingo. But no, bingo. Okay, this is suboptimal, and it's a long way away, but at least it's not the most suboptimal. Although it might run a bit short of copper. Right, so here's what I'm going to do. Eastern Samos. No, I said at the beginning of the episode I don't actually do much building in Ionia. Southern Theseus. I've heard of that place. I think I conquered it a few times in Rome Total War. The good one. Actually, maybe that's a bit unfair. Maybe Rome 2 has gotten better with age and bug fixing and whatever. But to my mind, I just never stopped with the original. Is there a smelter here? Ooh. King Priam is selling his ceramics. May as well do seamanship because famine relief isn't much use to you. There is a smelter. And he's all the way over there, so forget you. I'll build my own. Is there a bronzesmith? There is, but he is over there. So forget you. For all this effort, I'm going to want to carry 8 swords and just distribute them to whoever wants one. But I will do that. I will happily do that. So we'll have a bronzesmith who does nothing but make swords. And then we'll have a sword route. New swords. No, just swords. Or sword ass. Never has it been so difficult to press the S key. We go to Eastern Samos. On a merchant galley, take a whole bunch of copper. Go to Southern Theseus. Leave with a whole bunch of swords. Good stuff, Orestes. Do some price gouging because I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of demand for whatchamacallit. And now we just go on a barracks hunt. So there's 2 here already. So we'll consider that for the end of the route. But for the time being, perhaps we could sail to Crete. And there are 3 barracks here. 2 of them reasonably near the sea. I mean, if I was thinking, I guess I could have done something there. If I was really thinking, I could have just set the whole thing up here and saved myself the journey. But hey ho, you live and learn. Well, you live. There is another barracks here. That's. Can I just like just tear down the olive grove or find out? Oh, that's where Knossos is. That's probably going to grow into a city now, and I don't want it to. The seaport here. So where's my swords route? Go to Eastern Litus. Leave with 7 swords. Go to Knossos. Leave with 6 swords. Go to the Peloponnese. where there are two barracks in close proximity to each other. And there's a shipyard there. No, don't cancel. Save. That's the pain. I can't get to that barracks just yet. But I will do. You're probably seeing what I'm doing. I'm going to all of these places I can reach by boat. Ah, Tyrins! That's where Tyrins is. Half expecting there to be centaurs and a kraken and Amazons and Apollo, a hostile Apollo and a hostile Hephaestus there to attack Hercules, who isn't home but is leaving me to do all the donkey work. No, I'm not bitter about that, not at all. It's quite a different place than when I was in charge of it, but then again that was a different game. So, swords. Go to Tyrins. And sell a sword. I've got just the wrong number at the moment. I don't know what Owl's supply is, but it sounds like it shouldn't be making that much of a profit. Do some marketeering. Now go to Attica. At Attica, there will be an opportunity to sell your wares to Eastern Aulis. They'll actually take two, but I'm not relying on that. Go to Athens. Go to Piraeus. This is a great commentary, by the way. I bet you're loving this. It's just me saying, go to, city name, go to, city name, leave on a horse. With 3 bronze swords. Go to Attica, leave with 2. Go back to Piraeus. On a regular galley this time, because you're only carrying 2. Go back to Crete, or go straight back to Ionia, because then you can go to Colophon with those 2 swords. Save briefly. A trading post there, Northern Colophon, and isn't there supposed to be another barracks around here, or did I misread that? God, that's miles away. Oh, I'm travelling all the way over there. Go to Crete. Kumasa. Sounds nice. Sounds delicious. At least it sounds like a food stuff anyway. We're having a plate of kumasa tonight. Right, so that's the wrong one. I want swords. Go to Attica, go to Piraeus, go back to Knossos. Leave on a horse, go to Kumasa, leave with 1 sword, go back to Knossos, leave on a galley, 1 sword, then go to Colophon, with 1 sword, leave on a horse or a mule, go to Northern Colophon, leave with nothing, go back to Colophon, get on a merchant galley. No, a regular galley. Right, that was horrendous. But have in the meantime, while I was organising all that, got all the money to pay for Heracles. Who's the Greek Hercules, in case you were wondering. And if you weren't wondering, I've told you again and you weren't interested. How rude. Right, you'll go on the sword route. And hopefully, it won't all fall apart. And no reason why it should do. I don't know whether I should have these on auto or whether I should have Hercules just wait a while. That would have helped. I could have gone to the arsenal and saved myself going around all those barracks, but never mind. We don't need it, actually. If I was going to do something else, and there's no reason why I shouldn't, because that's the aim of the game, and I am playing the game, I could, at this spot here, make a whole bunch of copper pots. And then, there's no temples in Ionia, but I could sail over. Those tools routes are really paying off. And there's more places I can take them to. I've only supplied half of the shipyards that exist in this world. So what I'm thinking is, I can go to Crete again. And there are 2 temples. And the temples take copper urns. And copper urns have a decent price to them. I mean, even the palace will take some. I'm not relying on them to create demand. What I'm relying on the palace there to do would be to bump up the price. Wait, I could take the copper ingots to the coppersmith there. But then it confuses things a little bit. And takes me out of control of the situation. I could take the sea route to Comasa there, but it seems a bit long. We're going to Ionia, going to Crete, going back to Crete, going round there, back to wherever I want to go to here. So what I'm thinking is, look out for all the temples. There's one there by the sea. Go to the Peloponnese. There's one there by the sea. Makes 2. 3, 4. I'm going to struggle here. Not necessarily from the number of places I can go, but from the transport that's being used for them. Because at some point I've got to go to land-based transport, which I can only use a dray then, and then they can only carry 4. So the best I can do is 5. So if I go to Crete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just forget that place because it's way out the way. But let's stop talking, let's start doing. And I might leave the game running while I'm doing it. Just at game speed 1, let's not be hasty. Trading post there to Eastern Colophon. With... there's a point. I might actually make have a coppersmith here. Because I want to leave with 5. Well, a road up here and a road up there. Got a nice few caravans. See, that's a route that's you'd expect caravans to ride for. Something pretty long like that. You're going along the coast of Turkey. Not for like a distance like that. Oh, that would have been a good bronze spot. Why didn't I notice that earlier? That would have been ideal. Oh well. I say you live and learn. I said that about 10 minutes ago, and I still haven't lived, and I still haven't learned. So we'll have a urns route. Which will go from Eastern Colophon. Here we go again. Go to regular Colophon. Go back to Eastern Colophon. Go back to Colophon. Go back to Eastern Colophon. Go to Colophon. Leave on a galley with 5 urns. Common Mirrors is doing a grand job. You market them, because I think you're going to need it. I'm a bit worried about Tanagra. The demand there seems a bit shaky. Right, I don't think there's any temples. No, there's no temples in Ionia, godless people that they are. So we'll head straight to Crete. Oh, we can't save the route at the moment. So I've got to do this irritating thing where we turn that into a dray for the time being. Have a nice big place here, because I don't know where this is, but it looks like it's a place of interest. Leto, and it supplies its own ceramics. Something to bear in mind, I guess. So we'll go back to... Ooh! Oh, there's an event that's expired. I forgot it was even taking place. Sail is quite a good one. Because sailboats are faster than merchant galleys. But you probably guessed that. Although you wouldn't have guessed it if you'd looked at what the game tells you. It tells you that a merchant galley has speed of medium, and that Hippoium, or whatever they're called, has also the speed of medium. So you think, fine, job done. Just leave it to that. But no, it's actually a high medium and a low medium. I just wish the game would give me a numerical figure. Just say it's going at 15 miles an hour or something like that. That's okay. I wouldn't worry too much about taking me out of the immersion of the historical accuracy, measuring things in miles per hour and or knots or whatever. Our furniture route is doing grand. Probably doesn't include the sea, but it certainly more includes the sea than it does includes weapons. So go to Leto, leave with 4 copper urns. Go to Knossos on a dray carrying 4 urns. And then go to Kamasa. Yes, I will purchase winemaking. Things are getting interesting. If I say it loud enough, it'll be true. Leave behind the copper urn, go back to Knossos on a galley. Again with 3 urns. Then go to somewhere in the Peloponnese. They go to Mycenaean. Leave Mycenaean on a horse. But they're marginally quicker than a dray. Although, again, you wouldn't have guessed it. C for copper urn. So 3. Go to northwestern Mycenae. Phew, that's a relief. They actually want quite a few urns, but no special treatment for them. I was quite tempted then when I saw the market list. I could tell them to just walk up to Attica and do it yourself then. But that's probably not a bad idea, actually. Because the two cities there are only the other side of the border. So go to Glar. Leave with one. Go to Northern Orkmenos. Leave with none. Go to Piraeus. On a galley, go back to Colophon, and then go back to Eastern Colophon. Phew. Right, who's doing that convoluted route? Theseus. May as well use Theseus, if for no other reason than because he's going to Crete. And also he's got a little bit of animal husbandry at this point here.